Today on the channel, we're going to take a look at Mattel's WWE Superstars line, Series 10, Big Boss Man. Welcome back to the channel. Today, once again, here we go, Superstars line, one of my favorite lines going. They're so simple, but yet it's just so appealing to me. I don't know why. But this time, we have the Big Boss Man from Series 10. So the Big Boss Man, one of the greatest of all time. This guy was awesome, especially in his WWE days when he did this persona, good or bad. People liked him or people hated him, but he had something about him. He was really, really good. The whole get up with the police uniform and everything just worked. It just worked. And you're going to do hard times. His lines, it was just so awesome. Big guy, very good, very fun to watch. But let's get into this. Let's take a look at the packaging. You got your Mattel logo here, 8 years of age and over there. WWE Superstars logo there. Here it says, includes fabric gear. And you get this picture of Big Boss Man right here. And they are LJN inspired packaging, I guess you would say. And kind of He-Man inspired action figures. So they have the He-Man style bodies. Mattel owns both of these lines. So that's what we're getting at. Here you have the Big Boss Man nameplate down there. Looks good. The big blister here just works for me. And these do stay on fairly well. Now, the cardstock could use to be a little thicker, but it's not so thin that you can't find good ones. Now, you are going to find ones where the card back is bent up, but for the most part, you can find them in decent shape. On the back, we get our Superstars logo. We get our certified authentic hologram there. Series 10 here. Awesome black and white drawing of Big Boss Man. I love how they put that on there, and it's been this way since the inception of the line. They don't change stuff up, which is very important to me, and I'm sure all inbox collectors. You get your cross-sell here, Kurt Angle, Tatanka, and Big Boss Man. We have opened Kurt Angle on the channel. Have not done Tatanka yet, but I do believe I have a second one that is in line to be unboxed, I believe. And then we get some of his sayings right here. And this is really good. They always put really good stuff right in here. You'll be serving hard time right there. Cobb County Law and Order Boss Man Slam. So good stuff there. But let's go ahead and get him out of the package. Now, I do keep all my packaging. Even though I have a mental card of this guy, I will still keep this packaging. The best way I could keep this without damaging it too much is just cut it at the bottom. 2 lines right down the bottom. And then one across the bottom. Like that. And then I'll go right across the bottom here. Helps to have a really sharp knife, and which my knife right here is getting dull. All right, now that is about it. So now we just reach up in here, pull that up, reach in. I grab his plastic coffin in there. There is a coffin inside of this blister, so that gives you a chance to grab hold of it. Pull, and there he comes. And that's what you're left with. Not bad. I mean, and that will actually slide right back in there. So if you want to get your guys out but keep your packaging, that's a decent way to do it. So that's that. Here is that. Look at that. That is pretty good right there. After you get him out, you can see all that graphics on there. Looks really good. Like I said, LJN inspired. If you remember the big rubber wrestling figures that a lot of us had that turned into a dog chew toy, that is what that is inspired by. And here is the Big Boss Man in his plastic coffin. Look at that. All right, we will turn him over. Now, they do give you accessories, and they do tape them to the back. And this is always fun for me to check out what kind of accessories you get. A lot of times it's just hands. Other times, there's a big surprise in there. There could be anything in here, to be quite honest. So we'll just unroll this. Oh boy, do we ever have some awesome accessories here. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you will open it up and find all kinds of awesome stuff. We're going to set Big Boss Man right there. Go through these accessories. This is great. Check it out. A pair of handcuffs. Are you serious? I did not expect this at all. Now, these handcuffs will not open up, so what you'll have to do is take the hand off of the wrist, put that over, and put the hand back on to give it that actual handcuff on. That is a rubber, so you'll be able to flex that. Put the hands behind the back, whatever you want to do with that. So that is great, handcuffs. Next, look at this. We get his billy club or his nightstick or whatever we want to call that. He used to flip that thing around. He got pretty good with it there. But check it out, all black. Nice. And then here we go. Look here. We get a pair of glasses. Now, they are yellow framed. I guess the Big Boss Man did have yellow framed glasses, but they are dark lenses, but really good. Looks awesome. And then we get all hands. And, man, this guy comes with a ton of hands right here. So we're going to talk about a right and a left pointy hand first. Right and left pointy hand, index finger sticking out. And then we're going to get a right and left fist. Right and left fist. And right and left splayed out hands. So awesome stuff. So we're going to get 4 sets of hands with this, including the set that comes on the action figure. So now all we got to do is turn him over, cut these ties off, and get Big Boss Man out. All right, I got all the ties cut, flip him back over, grab Big Boss Man by his foot, and pull up, and the Big Boss Man has been resurrected. There we go. Empty coffin right there. Set that to the side. And get our ties out of here. We're going to go ahead and take all these other accessories, and we'll go through them as we look at them. But here he is. Check him out. Looks really good. Love this jacket. So let's see how this is going to come off. All right, there is a peg and a hole in it, so I think this is how you're going to get the shoulder strap off. Now, you know what else can happen? You can take these apart, just like our Origins He-Man action figures. All that comes apart. Look, now you can take it off. So, yeah, it comes apart. Check that out. Big Boss Man, no legs. So we'll snap that back on. And now we're going to go ahead. This is Velcroed in the front, a low Velcro, so he's got a lot of chest exposed there. Pull off this police uniform. Now, Big Boss Man always wrestled with his shirt on, so you really don't need to take this off. But to go through articulation, we're going to do it. But check that out. That is really good. It's got some loose hanging strings, which, oh, that one wasn't even connected, so we'll get rid of that. But if you got any loose hanging strings, I would recommend just snipping them off with scissors. Don't try to pull them. You might take your thread out of your stitching. But there you go. Awesome. Nothing on the back. But we got Big Boss Man right here. He's got his stripes there. And you can't really, I think it just says Sheriff's Department on his shoulder there. But pretty good. I'd like to see, I think, did his always say Cobb County, Georgia right there? I can't remember what he had on that plate. But, yeah, awesome, awesome shirt right there. And here he is, Big Boss Man. Let's finish up our articulation. So, yeah, looks down a little bit, up, not really, kind of straight ahead. Head will go all the way around. And like I said, just like your Master Universe Origins or your cartoon collection, about everything on here is removable. Pop that head back on. He's got shoulders that'll go all the way around. Look at that. All the way around. And the arms do all come off. It's that single I call it single butterfly. I'm not sure really what it's called. A hinge on there to let them arms open up like that. And then we get a single elbow, single jointed elbow, and that will rotate so he can throw the Nolan Ryan fastball. He's got, of course, his hands are going to be removed. They better be removable because we got 3 extra sets of hands. So, yeah, hands removable. So all his hands go up and down. Waist goes all the way around. He's got the not a lot of splits on Big Boss Man. That is about it right there. Wow. He does not have a lot of splits at all. But that is okay. He is the Big Boss Man. He's got the single jointed knee there. Gets you a 90 degree, I believe. And it will also rotate just like that elbow. And then he's got not a lot of ankle movement because of his pant cuff there. He's not going to get much ankle movement at all. And he does have a hole in the bottom of his feet there to put on a stand if you want. But let's check him out, man. This looks good. Face sculpt is great. That looks just like the Big Boss Man. Love the haircut there. He's no tattoos on this guy. None at all. He's got a little painted on chest hair there. Looks like somebody dropped some pepper on him. Or he's got ants crawling around him. The black pants with the yellow stripe down it, all black shoes. Man, you cannot complain about this at all. Big figure here. Really big figure. Now, this might be, if I'm thinking right, might be the first body that is different from the rest of them. I'm going to have to go through them and look, but most of them had the abs on them and the busted out chest like our He-Man action figures, our He-Man Origins. But look at this one. He's different. Very much different. I'm going to have to go through those and look at them, see if there's any other that has that body type. Because if I'm thinking right, everybody had that same He-Man style upper body there. But this looks awesome. Now, let's try to get his shirt back on, because I'm just not used to seeing Big Boss Man without his shirt. Here you go. Got that shirt back on. And we just go over the top. Make sure you get under that collar. And plug it back into the back of the belt right here. Like I said, there's a little peg on the belt. And that'll plug right there. Check it out. Looks just like the Big Boss Man, I'm telling you. All right, now let's get his hands off. Now, his hands that come with him are just your He-Man inspired hitchhiker, I've heard people call it, hands. So we'll get both of those off. Now we're going to put the cuffs on him. So we'll just slide the cuffs up over. We'll have to get his hands close together. Now we'll put on his splayed out hands here. And these cuffs, they actually feel really, really tough. I mean, it is just rubber, but they don't feel like they're at risk of breaking at any time so far that I played with him. So here you go. Now you got the Big Boss Man with his handcuffs on. I'm sure you could put that around his back, too. We'll have to throw somebody in jail and have Big Boss Man handcuff him and see how that is. But check it out. Got his handcuffs on. That is great. Now, let's slide these sunglasses on. See how they stay on there. Not bad. Not the greatest, but not bad. I don't know if I'll display him with or without his sunglasses. I'm thinking without, but it's cool they gave them to us. Pull those back off. Let's get a pointy hand here. Pointy hand and a fist. There we go. Now, Big Boss Man's calling somebody out. Look at that. Now we'll take the fist off, put a gripping hand back on, because we want to try his billy club out. How will this go in his hand? Here we go. Does it fit? Oh, yeah, that fits perfect. Fits perfect right in there. So now he's got his billy club. Look at that. Big Boss Man. I love it. Great stuff. Great stuff, man. They're knocking this out of the park. This might be one of my favorite ones of the Superstars line. It is a newer, it's not the newest, but it is Series 10, so it's a little bit older than some of our first ones. So it's going to be a little better as they make these things. They improve with every series. I'm sure with every figure they improve things. But man, very awesome. Love this line. So glad I got into it. I've mentioned this before. I walked past this line for a long time. Probably a year and a half. I walked by them, turned my nose up to them, just wasn't something I needed. And then I got that first one. Man, am I ever glad. Because once you get these out of package, they are so much better than in package. Now, like I said, I do keep one mint on card, and then I get one to display outside of the card. But man, these one of the best lines going, in my opinion, right now, as far as your kind of big name manufacturers, Mattel or Hasbro. These got to be right up there, right up there. But excited to have it on the line. But that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day. And that's it. Till next time. Oh, yeah.